so we could get those big packages along with Cam Scatterboo that were huge in Baltimore.
Yo, what in the world just happened with Ryan Clark? Reports are claiming he was fired while live on the air, and if that's true, it's one of the wildest stories involving ESPN in a long time. Imagine you're on national television with millions of people watching, right in the middle of breaking down Jaden Daniels' virtual reality training, when someone speaks into your earpiece and tells you that you've been fired. Not after the broadcast, not during a private meeting, right in the middle of the show. That's the story that's been making the rounds about Ryan Clark. In this video, we're breaking down what was reported to have happened, why so many people are talking about it, and why so many fans believe ESPN handled the situation in the worst possible way. If you're not familiar with Ryan Clark, he's a longtime ESPN NFL analyst and former NFL safety who spent years building his reputation as one of the network's most recognizable football voices. According to the reports circulating online, ESPN originally planned to notify him the following day. However, those same reports claim executives became concerned that news of the decision was about to leak, so they allegedly chose to tell him during the live broadcast while the cameras were still rolling. The story claims Clark was in the middle of delivering his analysis when the show suddenly went to commercial. When the program returned, Ryan Clark was no longer at the desk. There was no farewell, no explanation, and no opportunity for him to address the audience, leaving viewers wondering what had just happened.
So we could get those big packages along with Cam Scatterboo that were huge in Baltimore.
He didn't even get the chance to finish the segment. And that's the question everyone is asking now. Was this simply part of ESPN's larger round of layoffs? Or did Ryan Clark's outspoken opinions finally create a situation the network no longer wanted to deal with? After all, Clark has never been afraid to speak his mind. And over the years, he's found himself at the center of plenty of heated debates and viral moments. According to reports, ESPN had already planned to part ways with him as part of a broader restructuring. But when news of the decision was reportedly about to leak, the network chose to inform him during a commercial break instead of waiting until the next day. He never returned to the broadcast after that break.
Which is this #1 wide receiver who got one target all night, and then you got CeeDee Lamb. But that's the when was the one target? That's the target. But I'm saying when was the one target? I'm saying you could have it both ways. 4 seconds left in the game on 2nd and 11. It was the one target. He runs the out route. You wake up this morning and AJ Brown had a better day than CeeDee Lamb. But you know what you wake up saying though? AJ Brown's team is 1-0. Of course. Right, like that's what I get. But the thing is this though, and we shouldn't do this on TV, and so I apologize if people think this is rude. That's the non-player. Oh, stop! CeeDee Lamb is. Let me tell you why. I'm not saying I'm not the guy fantasy football, Ryan. I'm not. Don't belittle me like that. If Kyler Murray right now was the quarterback of the Baltimore Ravens, we'd have much more confidence in them to win the Super Bowl. Period. We would. It wouldn't be a discussion. We wouldn't be sitting here talking like, you know what? Yeah, they can because the quarterback's really good. I think John Elway was a generational talent. I think Patrick Mahomes is a generational talent. I don't think Tom Brady, I don't think Drew Brees, I don't think Peyton Manning are generational talents. I think Andrew Luck ended up being a generational talent.
So now let's get to the part everyone has been waiting for. How did Ryan Clark respond? Surprisingly, he didn't come out firing back. He didn't post a long rant, make a response video, or publicly call out ESPN executives. Instead, the very next morning, he shared a video of himself in the gym sticking to his normal routine and posted a message showing support for everyone else who had reportedly lost their jobs that week. He wrote, "Sending prayers to everyone laid off today. So many of y'all poured your heart into that company. Another door is about to open." Rather than focusing on himself, Clark used the moment to encourage others who were also affected. According to the reports circulating online, Ryan Clark wasn't the only high-profile personality whose name was mentioned in connection with layoffs. Cam Newton's name also began trending, which caught a lot of attention because he and Ryan Clark had publicly exchanged criticism.
want to attack the messenger, Ryan Clark. Okay, let's pull up your stats. Second team All SEC, we cannot relate. Undrafted in 2002, we cannot relate. Then you have one Pro Bowl in 2011, we cannot relate. So if you want to unlock Petty Cam, and everything that Cam Newton has ever said on this 4th and 1 show has always been backed by merit and logic, but some way, shape, form, people keep attacking Cam the person, or why he didn't jump on the fumble, why he didn't do this, or comparing and contrasting. So when I compare and contrast you guys' statistics and Dan Orlovsky, never mind.
As news spread, a lot of people around the sports media world shared their reactions. Boosie was one of the first to publicly show support for Ryan Clark. He posted a message on X that read, "Ryan Clark, start your own, you different. The real will always be feared, and the fake will always be accepted. This world has a plan to stop those they can't control, specifically the black man. Stay woke." Boosie made it clear that he believed Clark would be better off creating something of his own rather than relying on a major network. He wasn't the only person expressing support either. Stephen A. Smith also shared words of encouragement and sympathy for Clark, adding to the growing list of public figures reacting to the reports and wishing him the best in whatever comes next.
I'm gonna miss him. I am not happy about this decision one bit. The bosses know I'm not happy about this decision. I've made that very, very clear. But it's also important that myself and anybody else in the world of business be grown-ups and understand that these are the kind of things that happen when layoffs happen. It's Tuesday, and by the end of this day, you're gonna hear about a lot more folks getting laid off. People that are my colleagues, my contemporaries. For all I know, and I don't know the names yet, but for all I know, some more of my friends are gonna be gone.
Good morning. It's 68 degrees Fahrenheit and sunny. Traffic is a bit heavy today, so I'd suggest leaving 10 minutes early for your 9 a.m. meeting. Regarding your support ticket, I definitely hear your frustration with that billing error. I've submitted and confirmed a request for a full refund on your behalf. You should see those funds back in your account within 3 business days.
Working alongside with some of the most talented journalists and, sports individuals that cover sports was something that it got me to realize and have a newfound respect for the skill. So when you hear certain things, it was like, dang, that's messed up how they did Ryan. Hold on real quick. Hold on. Hey, you can go with it too. They're like, damn! You have to make light of something, because for me, if this isn't a way for all athletes and even content creators to learn one important rule of the times that we live in right now. Mm-hmm. If you don't own your own platform, you're going to get overlooked, bypassed, and be extinct just like dinosaurs. Look at what's happening. Okay. It's unfortunate what happened to Ryan Clark, but what I will tell you is this: Ryan Clark gonna be okay. The pivot ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate what happened to me, some would think, but I'm good. 4th and 1 ain't going nowhere. Funky Friday ain't going nowhere.
Now look, according to the reports, ESPN wasn't just making changes involving Ryan Clark. The network was reportedly cutting multiple personalities, meaning several people were caught up in the same round of layoffs. At that point, it became bigger than just Ryan Clark's story. It was being viewed as the start of a much larger shakeup at ESPN. But now I want to hear from you. Do you think this was simply a business decision tied to budget cuts and restructuring? Or do you believe Ryan Clark's outspoken personality played a role in what happened? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, because if more developments come out about ESPN or any other major sports media stories, you'll hear about them right here. Stay locked in.
Would you get up and coming media personalities that are, you know, whether it be sports or just media?
Yeah, I think just do the work.
Okay.
You know, we're in a great time for us where you don't have to have the traditional linear ways of building content or building a brand, right? Like, there's people who get famous now for sitting in a seat and allowing people to watch them live life, you know? But it takes dedication to sit in the seat for 8 hours. I think it takes dedication to achieve anything. So if you truly want it, I think you map out a plan,